ST78 of Series 3 of Become a Legend story mode. So playing with Eggy, that doesn't sound right, does it? Playing football with Eggy, to be more precise, is an absolute pleasure at the moment. It has been a dream. I don't think I've ever played with a player in PES who's as much fun. It really is like playing with Lionel Messi. Eggy Messi is very, very real. Jack Harrison, obviously at his peak, was pretty undefendable. Gabigol, as we know, a brutal goal scorer. But Eggy's just got a little bit of the X factor about him, a bit of magic. And as we move into the 2024 transfer window, will any of the big sides or the bigger sides than Chelsea come sniffing? Well, you'd think they would, being as we have 19 goals already this season. We're playing for the top of the league Chelsea side, who we are carrying in a massive way. Eggy is essentially Atlas. He has the whole world, that is Chelsea, on his back. Anyway, let's keep the great form going as we invite Wolves to the bridge. Let's go. A quick look at the teams. Yep, pretty good. Nothing to worry about there except for Katarski in goal. And Jorginho actually in the midfield. He needs to retire. 33 years old, over the hill. He's a great passer, isn't he, actually? Not much else. Look at the speed and unwavering balance. That is really Riquelme-esque. The great passing, great ball control, and not a lot else, and not a lot of stamina either. Quick look at Wolves. They've got Jota up top, Ruben Neves in the centre, who's a great player. 3 at the back, with Johnny, who I think is a left back, playing at centre back. So there could be some space for us down the wings. Let's get into it. So what sort of magic is Eggy going to pull out in this game? He has been playing with a wand in his hand this season, and a wand of a foot. Would the wand be the leg? Be on the end of the wand. Anyway, look, he is a magician. Will that continue today? I think so, yes. Morata getting stuck in the corner, but he swivels, puts a good ball in. Oh, and it's a perfect start there, and it's Trent who sneaks in. Grabs the header to put us in the lead here. Eggy was lurking in the centre. I thought it had broken down this move a bit. Morata looked to be running into a blind alley, but he did well to turn and found the right back with a great header. We're off the mark. Eggy away from his man. He's got Hazard to look for. The glancing header doesn't beat Patricio. Eggy steps away. Can unleash here. Patricio with a good save to block Eggy's first meaningful effort of the game. Ball is flighted in. Morata looks for the header. Oh, and Eggy sneaks in. Is he onside? He is onside. Beautiful work. That's one off the training ground, I would say. It's floated in. Eggy's made a clever run there. Morata just tips it across, and Eggy can sneak in at the far post. Completely unmarked. Just pops it home. Absolutely no problems there. It's another goal for his tally. Patricio couldn't do anything about it. He went the other way. He went with the masses. Eggy snuck in round the back. Can Wolves find something here before the end of the half? It's into Ronan, headed away. Dama Traore will keep it alive. Ronan now into Jota. He blazes it over. That might be Wolves. First chance of the game, and it is. They've been poor. We've been okay. Acceptable. Eggy's got his goal. He's happy. Everyone's happy here at Stamford Bridge. The party atmosphere continues. Let's put a few more past them. Really make this a day out. Morata, lovely flick into Eggy. Can he make it 2 here? Patricio, incredible save. Denied Eggy twice now. Morata with the flick into Eggy. Oh, the poke. Just about gets there again. The big man, little man relationship flourishing today. That's why we love playing with Alvaro Morata. He has been a great strike partner for Eggy. He's been at the centre of so many of his goals, and nearly was again there. Cavallero whips it in. Could there be a consolation here? No, Kante will head away. Traore though into Jimenez. Oh, and Katarski with I think his first save of the game to deny Jimenez what would have surely only been a consolation. Good to keep a clean sheet though. Oh, and they do score in the very last seconds. It's Jimenez on the turn. He will feel aggrieved not to have started this one. I'm not a big fan of Jota as a centre forward, though he is a great player. But no matter. After what has been a yawn-inducing game of very poor quality, we come away with the win. I don't know why they're playing so much extra time. Anyway, there we go. 2 first half goals, and then we took our foot off the gas in a big way, but it didn't matter. We come away with the 3 points. Crucial. And we didn't really have to do much for it. Wolves at the end managed a couple of shots on target, but that's about it. Eggy, man of the match. Great goal in at the far post. Striker's poacher's instinct. And we keep marching on. Top of the table we remain. A nice long break now. And we're back into the FA Cup, into the third round. This is where things start to get interesting. Watford have been a difficult team for us. How will we fare today against our London rivals? Let's take a look at the side. Will there be any rotation for the Cup? Not particularly. No Martinez, no Hudson-Odoi. You'd sort of want to see them, wouldn't you, really? In a Cup game, Arboleda comes in. Kepa's back. Eggy's on a downward arrow. And, yep, fine. Up against Messina at left back. We really struggled against Watford. Their formation just seems to work against ours. Let's see how we get on. I feel like this is going to be a tricky one. I would really, really love for Eggy to win the FA Cup. I don't know whether we're going to be in England next season, but we would love to leave England with a medal from the oldest and most prestigious cup competition in world football. It's doable, still a fair way to go, and this is going to be a tricky one. Let's dig deep, lads, we can do this, this is important. Corner here for Watford, whipped in, Peñaranda jumps with Regani, oh it's fallen kindly, wow! How has he missed that? He's hit the post from 0 yards out. Impressive miss there. Firmino will keep it alive. Low ball in is out from Regani. Watford certainly in the ascendancy here. We're struggling a bit. And Success on the turn. Wow! What a finish that is from Isaac Success. I mean, I guess if you were a real commentator you wouldn't make Success jokes, but am I? I'm not. 100% success rate there. No, but really, that's a great goal. Really good finish. Success on the turn, far too easily away from his man, and that is somehow blocked. But poor defending there. Not sure who it was. He was rolled very easily. It's Jorginho. Just doesn't have the power or pace to stay with the striker. And there we are. Not a very impressive first half from Chelsea. Watford becoming quickly our bogey side. We've only had one shot on target. They've dominated us all game. They've absolutely deserved this lead. But thankfully it's only a single goal, so we can come back. Sarri's going to have some very stern words with his side, but we know we can play better than this. Ah, Firmino making Kante just want to give it all up there. The nutmeg was beautiful. Really sums up the two sides today. Oh, and Peñaranda just waltzes away from his man. It'll fall here to Success. His effort is thankfully blocked. Watford making us look like a Sunday League side at the moment. He plays it into Kante after a good knockdown from Morata. This is encouraging. Oh, that's a good ball. One more into Eggy. Ah, Trent should have picked us out there. An hour gone and we don't look like scoring, let alone winning this one. Oh, shocking. Shocking defending. Cafaro now to end it. And to end our chances in the FA Cup for this season. Get a reprieve. Temporarily. Now Eggy can bring it forward. Can he find a bit of magic? No, he can't. He runs straight into Pessina. That is terrible. He's having an absolute nightmare today. Eggy, smart ball into Kante. And he's slipped in Eden Hazard here. Can we draw it level? Open this tie right up. No, Hazard has been smoking whatever Eggy's been smoking today. I wouldn't be surprised if Eggy gets substituted here because he has been woefully poor. Yep, that's Eggy off. And that's probably our chances of going through over. Not that Eggy, well no, Eggy is essential to this side. I just can't see us finding a goal here. Martinez the substitute. No, poor. And Morata squirms one wide. Only 10 minutes left here. It's been our best chance the second half. Fell to him here. It's a decent chance, maybe a half chance. Should have got it on target at least. Oh no, it took a deflection. So we will have a corner here. No, nothing from it. Oh, and Morata misses another. Oh, in the dying embers of this game, Alvaro Morata has had some big chances to salvage something, to take it to extra time. This was a decent one as well. Yet again, not on target. Oh, it's all over. Watford score a second. And that is us done in the FA Cup. Out with a whimper against the side we knew we'd struggle against, but really, we've got so much more quality than. And to go out without even scoring a goal with so many chances, with Eggy substituted early, that is a real down point in our career. It's just not good enough. We were beaten all over the pitch, bettered in every area. Poor. So the dream of the treble is officially over. We would have gone on to play only Leicester in the quarter-final. And who knows? Could have gone all the way. Wasn't to be. Eggy with a very poor performance. Average rating at 7.1 for the season. Not as high as it was last year. Will we be in the running for world best player though? That's the question. Ooh! It is! Yes! Eggy finally recognised as the very best player in world football. Well, if we win no other trophies this season, at least we've got this one. The golden ball of worldwide fame, worldwide recognition. And Eggy deserves it. He's been absolutely incredible. Still such a young man. That's pretty impressive work for a 22-year-old, isn't it? The greatest honour, says this year's winner, the Oriental Computer. That nickname stuck, has it? That's, yeah, surprised that people are getting away with calling him that. Anyway, well, that takes a little bit of the sting off of going out of the FA Cup in such a poor manner. Best player in the world. It's official. We already knew it. He was already the best player in Europe. Now it has been made global. Can he live up to that today in the final game of this episode? Well, it's Fulham at the Bridge, another London side. Let's just smash them, shall we? Downward arrow with the best player in the world. He's got to have more belief than that. Surely the form's got to be better. Drinkwater, he's retiring this season. I don't know why you're playing him. And Van Ginkel, this is a slow-moving central midfield trio. First choice backline, almost. Bolker in goal. Eggy on a downward arrow. It's not really going that well, is it? So, best player in the world. It's got to be the first Asian best player in the world. There's no doubt about that. Blazing a trail for a very large and very football-obsessed portion of the world. Hopefully, the first of many. Potentially as development of football in Asian countries continues to grow. More investment. This could just be the start. It could just be the first of many. Hopefully. Anyway, right. Let's play this as if we were the best player in the world. Not the best player in a Sunday League side, which we weren't even that in the last game. We need to improve. We need to show everyone why they are watching the best player out of all of the football players that have ever existed. Well, maybe not ever, but exist currently. Oh, Eggy dispossessed. Mendy's got him in his pocket so far. And Gieser, that's a good header into Sessegnon. Lovely turn back inside. It's great work here from Fulham. Schürrle, though, the ex-Chelsea man. Prevented. Now Martinez. Eggy looks for the 1-2 into him. He's got the wrong side of Van Beek. Through on goal here, and he blazes it high into the stands. That's Chelsea's first chance. It's a good 1-2 here between Eggy and his centre forward. Times the pass perfectly. Able to take a touch. He couldn't keep it down. Oh, Mendy powers through. Sessegnon in space, and that's a good save. Mendy has been absolutely incredible at left back for them today. He's kept Eggy quiet. He's looked great going forward, almost setting up their first goal there. Eggy, lovely first touch, but once again, Mendy. Absolute beast, but Eggy's read that well. Now Martinez ahead of Eggy. Can he make the right run? Oh, he's offside. Didn't get to him anyway. Bollocks. And we've got a 4-on-4 here. If we can get this right, could open the scoring. Eggy away from Van Beek. Oof, that's a great challenge. Bloody hell. Oh, ball into Eggy. Could there be a chance here? Eggy through the centre. Great pace. Onto the right. Oh, it's first chance for the Eggman. It's not far off. Eggy wants it short here. Back to Trent. He's got so much space. What is that, you imbecile? That is the least composure possible from a player who did the best corner with the best composure ever in the Champions League. So, not very realistic. But anyway, poor game of football. Certainly not looking like best player in the world at the moment. Kante nicks in there. Morata inside to Eggy. Shows great pace. Ah, defender does really well there. Eggy just couldn't get the shot away. Eggy whips a ball wide. Lato with a lovely header into Hazard. Turns the favour there. Eden Hazard into Morata. Don't think that was meant for Eggy. But we'll take it. Oh, and we'll completely fuck it up as Mendy continues to own us every single time we have the ball. Morata now. Ah, it's offside. Shit. Oh no, it's a foul on Lato. Still can't seem to put anything together here. Morata now, can he find the right ball into Eggy? Eggy does well to find Eden Hazard. Lato on the overlap. Eggy wants the short one. Oh, Johansson had gambled significantly there. We can't find Morata. So shocked. Still considering whether a dive might have been possible after the rashest slide tackle of all time. But Fulham now back down the other end. Andre Schürrle holds it up well. Back to Fosu Mensah. Schürrle's first time cross into Mitrovic and he's put it wide. Well, this game has sparked into life after a pretty flaccid first hour or so. Could have been a goal for either side there. Trent, good ball down the line. Eggy with Brian here. Still Eggy. Oh, Morata in the way. Oh, and then crashing through. Kante gets the shot off in the end. It's not happening. The poor form is not helping, but still. Morata, lovely ball into Eggy. He's away from James van der Beek. Surely! Yes! Finally, we get our goal. And Eggy there presented with the sort of chance that he very rarely misses. His pace was able to take him away from the Fulham defenders on the half turn. Just couldn't catch him. Eggy had timed his run perfectly. The ball through was also well placed from Alvaro Morata. He's so dependable as a link-up man. Probably more dependable as a link-up man than he is as a finisher, although his finishing's been alright in the last couple of seasons. But this is perfectly weighted to exactly the right position. No one's catching Eggy here, one-on-one. Just opens up the body, finishes simply, and we're up here finally. Fulham looking to respond here. It's a lovely ball through to Alexander Mitrovic. His effort is saved. And then we will very calmly pass our way out of the back there. 30 seconds left. Let's keep it tight. Keep it tight, lads. That's better. Well, we've won it. It's not the most impressive game ever, but the best player in the world scores the only goal of the game. The difference was the number one global football superstar, Eggy Milanovic. 7.5 for him today. Another goal, and we stay at the top of the Premier League unless Manchester City have... No, we will be top. Actually, we're a point ahead, aren't we? And there we are, just keep grinding them out. That's all we need to do. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. 4 points now ahead of Arsenal. Still only 1 point ahead of City, who I can't imagine are going to lose many games. They've only conceded 16 goals. We've conceded 10 more. But we have scored a lot more as well. It's going to be very interesting to see how the second half of this season pans out. Will we get any bids in for Eggy? That's going to be the interesting thing now as we hit mid-January. I think last time we actually missed some bids that had come in for us. These new bids? They must be. Why are we not getting told about these bids? Okay, so Bayern, Spurs, Arsenal and PSG have all come in for us. That's weird. That's very strange. So Arsenal offering us the most amount of money. I mean, they're in the race, aren't they? We'd love Eggy at Arsenal, of course we would. Spurs, PSG, maybe of interest. Play in the Lo Celso position. We could play as an attacking midfield. It's been a while. Neymar in there, Verratti, Sowell, Nathan Ake, John Stones. Interesting. Would be fun, but I think we stay at Chelsea. Let me know what you think in the comments. Top of the league, still out of the FA Cup. That's a shame. Best player in the world. Thank you very much. See you in a bit.